All right, first thing I just want to talk about is operating budgets, which is very timely, right? Who has a calendar fiscal year, January through December? Show of hands. A majority, that's probably the most common fiscal year time period for an association. So you're probably right now in the middle of approving it or just having had it approved, right? So I'm just going to start with the most basic of basics. What is an operating budget? So an operating budget just establishes your annual expenses, right? Your utilities that come in, and that then fixes your assessment. So it's one thing I want everyone to understand is the word assessment, because I think there's a stigma that comes with the word assessment. They think of special assessment. But actually your dues, that's the word we all like to use, right? Your dues is an assessment. So when you're board, as a board, when you fix the annual budget, you are fixing the annual assessment for every homeowner. And that assessment, then you get to decide, do you pay it monthly, do you pay it quarterly, do you pay it once a year, whatever. But it is an assessment. That's typically determined in one of two ways. Your governing documents is going to dictate that it's either everybody shares an equal amount, typical for townhomes, right? Everyone pays the same amount. But if you're in a condo building, that amount might vary. That might be based on the ownership percentage. How many condo buildings do we have here? I know Kaufman is one. Okay, yep. So usually the last page of your declaration is an addendum to your declaration that lists the ownership percentages of each unit. And that ownership percentage is usually based on the square footage, right? So the guy in the penthouse on the 5th floor that's got 2,000 square feet should pay more in dues than the one in the studio apartment on the 1st floor, right? I mean, that's equitable, right? So that's how, in a condo building, that's how your dues are set, based on the ownership percentage. Does that make sense?